Side Scrollers is brought to you by you. If you'd like to support the show, head over to patreon.com/sidescrollers. It's time for Side Scrollers on YouTube.com. With me, Stuttering Craig. You got a goal? Go get it. Adam Krigler.
Hi, buddy.
Blabs.
Hi, chat. I love you. Mwah.
And producer extraordinaire, Travis Key.
Hi, guys.
And brought to you by you, the G2 community, at patreon.com/sidescrollers. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and Twitch.tv. For how long, we do not know. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig. Welcome to the #1 video game and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's Side Scrollers. Man, oh man, we got a good one today. Thank you so much for joining us today, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Central Time. Here we are, ready to rock. Joining us as always, well, not as always, but he's back and better than ever. It's Travis Keys.
Good morning. I'm alive, and I'm an alive tomato, so.
Which is why Travis will be hanging out in the background. Trav, I hope you don't mind. There he goes. Also joining us today, it's Blabs.
Hi, I love it. He just kind of nods like, yes, put me back.
Dad,
Be cheerleader.
Travi don't feel good.
No.
That's the way he looks. That's the way he sounds. That's the way he feels. Travi don't feel good. But you know who does feel good? As always feels great. The greatest gamer in the room, Adam Krigler.
I am feeling good. And
Good
I'm
shit.
happy to know that Travis is feeling good.
Feeling
better.
better.
Yeah.
Better. I'm
Better
feeling
than
good.
yesterday.
How are you two feeling?
Great.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Blabs had to
Like-
think about it for a second, though.
I had to check my pulse to make sure I'm okay and everything.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
You went right to it. Like straight to
I
the
know where
jugular.
my pulse is.
Well, it's not that I was doubting that you knew where it was. It's that you instantly went. It's like, am I doing good? I don't know. Let me check my heartbeat. I've never seen anyone do that before. That's unusual.
Well, it is beating, so that's good.
I am here. I am present. I am not a ghost.
I am still alive. So good.
I live.
Did you how did you do in Castlevania yesterday? I
How
tuned
did
in
you,
for a
Craig?
little bit.
So
I saw
listen.
the therapy bucket and I was like, I think I'm out of here. Yeah,
Right
that.
there.
I saw that and I was like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Let me just say this. We had our darkest moment.
No. Craig had his darkest moment.
I
Gave
had
up on me for a second.
Wait. I want to hear Blabs' version first. Go ahead, Blabs. Tell us
Craig
his
was all
darkest
like,
moment.
she needs a safe spot. And in the
A
chat,
safe
was like,
spot?
No. Yeah. You know
I
how,
heard
like,
from
you can
I heard
save
from
throughout
the
level?
whoa. I heard from a certain Brazilian, all right, that those are not allowed. Those are actually against the rules of
Exactly.
retro.
Exactly. And he was giving up on me because I couldn't get past the stupid Medusa head and those purple armor things.
Did you make it through the hallway though? I don't know.
I almost did. But no, I'm getting there. I
So you spent the entire episode trying to get through this hallway? Oh
I
shit.
had a really big hallway scene, okay? It was like Groundhog Day.
Wow.
so let's just say this.
Okay.
Can I get my input
Please.
on this?
Fine, yeah,
Blabs?
go on.
All right, let's hear it.
You lit liquor.
Don't you call me a lit liquor. Don't you call
What
me
are
a
you
lit
gonna do about
liquor.
it? What are you
Don't you do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? There you go.
I was like, do I need to leave and let you two hash it out? Because it feels like there's some animosity I'm sensing here.
All right.
No,
let's
you're
see.
good. You're good. Okay.
We're good. We're
Great.
peaceful.
All right. So this is what happened yesterday. We had a hard time making progress, and I thought and Blabs is about. I mean, she's probably 3/4 of the way through the game right now. She's
Okay.
anywhere between 60 to 3/4 of the way because the game moves pretty quick from level to level. And there was a point where I felt Blabs, her mastery of the game should start to come through.
Shine. Okay.
And there's a point where you need to learn the mechanics on your own, which is why I'm not a big believer in hand holding. I don't really like the idea of passing the controller because, eventually you have to do it yourself. If you want to be the game, you got to do it. But I really sunk to a low point yesterday where I asked the audience, I asked the G2s, I said, listen, is it time for a save state? And fortunately, they rejected that shit to half court, which was important. And now, to be clear, we do have a save state at the beginning of a level. And if she dies early on, we'll just start it back up because just in the interest of
Sure.
not like wasting everyone's time. But she's there, she's made it. And I will say this, shortly after that, we had a conversation yesterday where we talked about that. We're like, it's time for Blabs to start to shine. And you know what? This little flower bud started to sprout just a little bit into a little flower of gameplay retro ability. And it started to shine towards the tail end of the stream yesterday. And for that, I honestly believe Blabs made more progress yesterday during Blabs vs. Castlevania than any other time during the series so far.
Blabs.
I thought it was a lot better than I've ever been. One, because I'm pretty sure I had drift on my old controller, so I feel a lot better with this one. Honestly, my biggest
Blame the
issue
drift.
is that I'm not used to old mechanics. So if I
What,
like,
like
if
jump?
you're by a stair, and you want to throw something, you press up and Y. But I don't actually want to go up the stairs. But the up button is when you go up the stairs. I'm like, I'm not actually going. And these things like that, little old mechanics, I'm just not used to it. And so I get fucked up.
Allow me to kind of continue on that really quick, Blabs, if you don't mind.
Oh,
my.
come on.
Where's
What,
this
like
going?
Every game, Blabs, we talked about that language.
He might be trying to compliment you.
We'll see.
Every game, Blabs, has its own unique mechanics. It's not just like a old mechanic. Every game has unique mechanics to it. In every game, they work differently. At its core, it's still run, it's still jump, it's still go up the ladder, right? But they all function differently. It's up to the gamer to ultimately find out how the game plays and then adapt to how that game plays, right? The game doesn't adapt to you, you adapt to the game. And you'll find that more and more as we play other games. Ninja Gaiden, Mega Man, Contra, all have running, jumping, shooting, climbing. They're all there, and they're all going to play differently, which is what makes gameplay so important.
Cheers.
Blabs, are you yawning like I am? My goodness.
Yeah, I you know that
Frickin-
time when I spaced out
Wow.
on the back of the pickup truck to Bucky's, Craig? That's what just happened again.
Did you see his face? He's like, man, I worked on that speech for like 3 hours this morning.
I thought that was all like really, really important information, and here I am.
No, it was good. It was good. It was good.
Sure.
You did great, buddy. You did great. I'll tell your dad tomorrow how great you did.
Thanks. Well, my dad should be on the show tomorrow. I'm still waiting on 100% confirmation, but what's he have to do? I don't know. He's, we'll see. Hopefully he's playing tomorrow, but he said he would, but sometimes old people forget. And I got to remind my dad. So we'll make sure tomorrow at 1:00. But today the journey continues once again with,
Day
Mario the
100.
Lost Levels. We'll see.
Yeah. What level are you on again?
Level 2. Level 2.
How long have you been playing this game?
8 days. 8 days. Yeah.
Wow. Level 2.
But today I'm going to do it.
Huh.
I'm doing it. Today's
heard that
the
before.
day.
The other day.
No, today's
Sounds
the day.
familiar, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Is it
You mentioned
Groundhog Day?
Groundhog's Day earlier, Blabs, and I was like, this really does feel like that, right?
It's
Craig right
ridiculous.
knows. Hello,
Huh.
darkness, my old friend.
I want to see in the chat. Today is the day. Today is the day
that he
for
gets
everybody
up
in
to
the
level
chat.
4.
Well, who
and then
believes
he
it?
restarts.
Who
Everybody
believes
believes
today
it.
is the day? I'm not asking you. You obviously believe it. I'm
Yeah.
asking chat. Who believes today is the day? And he
Press
actually
1 in
beats
the
it.
chat if you think today is the day, and 2 if you disagree and think it's not the day.
How much is the hard reset right now?
Actually, yes. The hard reset is now $777.
Holy shit!
And if it happens, are you bringing it up to 888?
I don't know. I don't think that far ahead. Like the idea of a $777 hard reset is insane to me. So
I agree.
I see a lot of 2s in the
There's
chat.
a lot of 2s. What was 2
It is
again?
not your day, Craig.
It's not the day. All right.
Turns
two
out
is-
it wasn't Craig's day again.
everybody feels that this will
No.
today's the day.
We
Magnum
need
says
Morgan
3.
Freeman to narrate it. You'll be fine.
Okay, wait.
There we go.
We'll see. We'll see. It's been a few days. It's at the end of the week. We'll kind of see how it goes. And on top of this is kind of like doubling as my birthday stream because my dad's going to be in tomorrow. It's going to be Father's Day. So my birthday is on the 17th. So might as well get that out of the way. We'll see how it goes.
I believe Morgan Freeman is here, though.
Oh, yeah?
One day, Craig will beat the game. Will it be for his birthday? Will it be next month? Will he live forever in this game? Will it be the only game he ever plays? Into infinity, what he actually does. No one will know. But one day we will find out. And hopefully, it's that day today. Good luck, Craig. You're gonna need it.
Thanks,
I was
Morgan.
kind of expecting Travis to pop up and be like, you
How
have
was that?
less than 50 years.
You got 50 years.
Yeah, Craig has 39.
Oh,
Damn.
get out of here.
Oh, shit.
God.
Starscream for 5 over on Rumble says, you will not beat this game. Sounds like
Starscream.
some Maury Povich shit.
Yeah.
Straight up. And Let's Play Hombre came in with the tier 1 sub for 4 months. Says, I haven't been here in forever. Missed you guys. Let's Play Hombre.
Hey.
Great to see you. Every day, 11 a.m. Central. You can find
true.
us here. Just ready
We're
to go.
consistent.
And Super Sentai Guy wants to know that if I read a DSP biopic, can I count on you and Adam for cameos?
How do we do cameos in a written document?
I don't know,
He's
maybe
gonna stick you in a book.
biopic.
Be the real Facebook.
Oh,
I'll say this.
Okay, I see.
If you do a DSP biopic, I need to be played by somebody else. And I'll provide creative control over who plays me.
Me.
And
Me.
Listen,
I
okay, that
play
sounds good.
Craig.
And I'll
Craig
and I'll be
plays
Adam.
me.
I'll be Travis then.
Interesting.
It's just like, I'm just not
No,
buying it.
I don't
Phil.
know. I don't know.
I'm just not buying it, Phil. There it is.
I don't think I said those words, did I?
Something along those
My
lines.
eyes might have said that.
Seth Rogen is Adam, your favorite.
Oh God.
Oh, well. All right. All right, look, we got a lot to talk about today. If you guys are tuning in over on Rumble, thank you very much as we grow just a little bit more every single day over on Rumble. We love you guys. You guys watching over on YouTube, awesome. Glad you guys are here. You guys watching over on Twitch, we don't know for how long. So if one day we're just not there, well, it's because Twitch has booted us off their platform because I will not be signing their new terms of service, which ultimately will remove us from the partner program and probably from the platform as a whole. So we'll kind of see how it goes. Lethal Lightning would like everybody to know before we continue that Blabs does indeed smell.
Thank you.
Yes, congrats.
Cheers,
Thank you,
bro.
Lethal Lightning. Appreciate you, buddy. Always a pleasure to have you in. The Mario Funathon once again continues with the Lost Levels today. Father's Day is tomorrow, which is great. Well, not tomorrow, but the Father's Day stream with my daddy-o. And let's see. Oh, we have a few things to talk about. Very important things today. I think it'd be important to kind of talk about the state of the show, right? And I think this is not on the run sheet, but this is something that I mentioned yesterday in like our little private DMs, right? As we were going, and I think I'm all about transparency, right? So, and I think it's really, really important to be honest with our audience, right? So,
Are you firing me?
No, maybe.
Oh,
we'll see.
goodness. I've been through this before, you know.
Oh,
He's got PTSD.
oh no.
Poor Adam.
Love it. Okay, that's what. How did that go?
Oh, we're not getting into that right now.
Okay,
No,
okay,
Please,
we
please
will.
continue.
PTSD
Please
again.
continue. Maybe when you interview me the one day when we do an interview, we can talk about it.
Yes. Well, so the long and short is this: like, I'm having a hard time like balancing balancing everything in life, right? The idea of side scrollers is that this is a show that's meant to be an escape from all the nonsense and be a common sense show, but there's so much absolute bullshit and not common sense in the world, specifically in the gaming and entertainment space, that some people are, well, your show's gotten too political. And it's like, but we've said from the start, our show is a common too political, right. Well, and
I want to talk about games more. I have so much shit to talk about with games, but you know, I get it though. You know, the stuff that's happening right now is like interwoven with games and culture, so it's kind of hard to separate them.
Right. And I think one of the most important missions of our show is to let people know that you're not fucking insane for thinking that this stuff is insane. Right.
True.
And it's very important that we let people know that what all this stuff's going on is stupid. This is not the way life works. Right. So if we can be that outlet for people, that's important. So there will be times where we talk about these things and people, oh, you're going political. We're not going political. We're just shining a light on the insanity of the world, you know? And
well,
that's a hard.
Everything you just said though is essentially cutting off like a chunk of audience, because you just said that it's stupid. So if someone out there believes that stuff or like rolls with that narrative and watches our show for our gaming views, suddenly now we're calling them stupid for not going along with the way we think, you know, and it's like that creates a bigger divide. I am very opinionated. I'll be the first to admit it. I'm very strong in my opinions. I pick a spot and I stand there and I say, this is my opinion. And I'm okay with people having other opinions. But when it starts being forced upon me, like compelled speech kind of stuff and destroying IPs, like loved IPs, and pandering to people that by race, but you know, racist pandering and all this shit. I mean, our thumbnail, it's like there already was a Black Mermaid. Like they could have just given her own story and made an awesome, a completely new story for them to see someone that represents them, even though that's skin deep and shallow as shit. So I don't you know, like that kind of shit, but no, they have to change what people love already to like try to get hand me downs, and that's just my opinion, right? And people can disagree with it, and that's fine. I don't know. I had to say that.
And you're right. You're right on all that, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to create a divide. Right? Because I don't care how people live. I've said this many, many times. I don't care how people live. I don't care about their thoughts as long as they don't push it on me. Right? And you're 100% right. And I think I misspoke there. I think a better way to say it is, obviously everybody is welcome here. I actually very much embrace the idea of hearing other people's perspectives. I have forever, right? As much as people want to say I don't, they're the people who don't want to have conversations, right? And I want to have those conversations. I want to learn about other people's perspectives. But I do think it's important that when we hear something about, you know, something like with the Nick Merck situation, that stuff needs to be talked about. That is an important issue to talk about. And those, you know, yes, we will have time to talk about the Final Fantasy 16 demo today. And yes, we're going to have time, you know, to talk about you know, Christopher Lloyd in a Sonic spinoff show. And we're going to, you know, there's all these things we're going to talk about today. But people will remember and they'll label us based off of how we talk about the Nick Merck situation, because that's what's culturally significant in the moment. Right.
Well, I want to add something to what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
You said you don't want to divide people. You want to have everyone feel comfortable here. That's not what they want. And they, meaning the people who are trying to push these ideologies, the people who are against Nick Merckx, against the statement, leave kids alone, which is just absurd to me, right? But the people that are like, you're racist, you're a bigot if you think that Nick Merckx is in the right for being a parent and wanted to teach his own kids. No. The state needs to be able to teach kids about sexuality. That's basically what they're saying, right? But those people want to keep division. They want us divided. They want us fighting each other and having this whole population versus population, because it's the people at the top that are looking down like, hey, let them fight.
Right.
They
And-
want us divided.
But just to kind of put a bow on this, just to kind of open the show. Like I said, I've had a hard time balancing this, right? And there will be times. One thing that Side Scrollers has always done, always, literally since the first episode, excuse me, is we've laughed at stupid things. We've always just laughed at idiocy. Yep. We've always laughed at dumb things, and we will continue to do that. Side scroller, like if we see something that's dumb, we think is stupid, we're going to laugh at it. The problem is over the last 10, 15 years, specifically last 4, 5, 6 years, things have gotten that things that were stupid and idiocy have become reality, right? You know, I always go back to this story of this lady who wanted to be blind. So she put bleach in her eyes, right? And she's like, I want to be blind and I want to, you know, I did. In what world does a sane person do that? 0 worlds does a sane person do that. A decade ago, we laugh at it. Today, you are an ableist, right? And I say, fuck that. That's stupid as shit. Like, if someone's going to pour bleach in their eyes, then I should be able to laugh at them because that's stupid, you know? And I'm going to continue to laugh at that stuff because guess what? That's stupid. And I want you guys to know that it's okay to laugh at idiocy. That's all. That's all. So, yeah, and that's kind of where I want to leave it. So, with all that said, I look, the show will continue to evolve. This 11 to 12:30 is going to continue to evolve every single week, every single day as we kind of figure this thing out. We're just now starting. You know, we're just less than 4 months into this thing, and every day is going to be different, and we'll figure it out. And some people will like it, some people won't, and the audience will churn, and some people will stay, and some people will love it, and it is what it is. That's the nature of the podcast. So podcast world. So, yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted to say. Kyle came in with the $4.99. Says shout out to Based, Saudi Arabia, SA, and UAE for banning the new Spider-Man film for having protect trans kids flags as a cameo. Did they really do that? That's
it was. The flag was in there.
I mean,
it should just be protect kids, and there should be no flag. But whatever.
right. Just protect all kids.
That's the memo.
Yeah. Let There Be Carnage came in with a 2 over on Rumble. Says Adam, what'd you think of the Final Fantasy 16 demo? Hold on to that, Adam. Hold on, please. And Pepe Payne came in with the $1. Says we laughed instead of stopping it. We accepted instead of denying. We ignored instead of acknowledging. That's why we are here. Sad truth. Thank you, Pepe.
Well,
appreciate that.
We is an awfully broad statement there, Pepe.
Mhm.
You know, I get the sentiment. I don't necessarily agree with it completely. Society teaches us to be selfish. People are living their own lives and having a tough time with it and not really worrying about the bigger picture of stuff because they can't. Not everyone has the ability to step back and look at what's happening at a grand scale. If more were able to do that, we might be able to see this. I know there's people out there that have been fighting from the beginning, and I feel like I just joined this battle recently. My whole life I've been doing the same. I've been living my life trying to get by the best I can, and I feel like that's what most people do. So this all was going on because there were people that were devoting their life to making this happen. And people are waking up now. So
Right.
That's just my opinion on that.
All right. Well, let's move on to some fun stuff. We like I said, we do got a lot to talk about, but I did just want to talk about that today because I think it's, you know, like I said, I just want to be transparent with you guys and tell you guys kind of where I'm thinking and the balance it has. You know, I wanted to make the show as apolitical as possible. I think it is an apolitical show, but there are lines that, you know, I have, like the kids line, that I will not cross. So
it's very hard for me to be apolitical, though. I'll be honest. I
understand.
I've been digging into politics for so long that I see a lot of parallels between things that are happening in the gaming industry and political stuff around the globe, and it's very hard for me to turn that off, that voice. And because I am very opinionated as well, like I'll say it if I'm thinking it. So Yeah, I
Right.
try not to. I try not to talk politics, but sometimes it veers over there, and I don't know. It's downstream.
Yeah, and as Crab points out, like common sense is no longer apolitical. All right, and that's the thing is when you say you have
That's
a
a good
common
point.
sense show, some people will go, "Oh, you're a right wing bigot." And it's like,
Basically,
yeah. So
well, common sense is basically the antithesis of their whole ideology.
Yeah.
Because there is actually no explanation. It's all feelings. Common sense isn't about feelings. It's about actually seeing what is reality and like planning for it, having some common sense. You know that fire burns you don't touch it. You know, it's just like that's the most base form of it. But you know, if you don't believe that fire burns, then maybe you'll still go out there and pick up a freaking burning stick. And they probably would if they're told to.
all right. Well, let's get into some. Let me kind of give you guys a rundown of what we have today. We're going to do a little bit of fun and crazy news later on into the day. It's very similar to the old school news desk, if you guys remember that. Adam will have a new segment today, which he doesn't know about. We're going to be surprising Adam with a new
What?
segment. Oh yeah.
I have my own segment.
Yep.
Is it my own or is it just new?
Oh no, it's your own.
Both. It's yours and new.
Mhm.
Oh my!
Blabs.
They didn't tell me about this.
Blabs has a lady boner, and I can't wait to tell you about. Well, she's going to tell you about that
That's
a little
not
bit later
part
on.
of the segment, though. That's
What a
terrible
segue!
Transition.
What a segue right there! Wow,
These are.
They're two entirely different
I know.
things.
it's
I
just
know,
jarring. It's
I'm
just
telling
jarring,
you the
Craig.
different things that are
Adam's
happening. on the
segment
show.
is that Blabs has a lady phone. That's what you just said.
No, he didn't say that. He was moving through,
God.
but it did sound like they were combined somehow. Wow.
Damn.
And we have.
I'm married, by the way. Jeez.
Damn it! Like,
What is happening right now? We have.
done fucked up, Craig.
I fucked up. All right, that sounds good. And then we have all the craziness of Disney Jr., the Disney Jr Ariel show. We have Overwatch 2 pissing off fans again, and Christopher Lloyd, the doc himself, in a new Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off show, which should be pretty good. So lots to talk about. But right now it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for
Hard news.
The fuck was that? Did we get Stephen Hawking?
Hard news.
That
All right.
wasn't very hard.
I want to switch it up a little and just throw people off.
Love
Flaccid
it.
news.
But you weren't
Love it.
expecting Stephen Hawking news, though.
No, it wasn't.
I
It
know.
really wasn't.
See?
Always on
All
my
right.
toes.
It didn't seem to go over well. Well, I'm
You
getting a
didn't
lot
see
of
that one
laughs
coming.
and low numbers, so I like the laughs. I do things to laugh.
I love it. I love it. Here we go. We're ready to rock. We have an article from IGN letting us know that a new Paramount Plus series, it's a Sonic the Hedgehog spinoff called Knuckles, which is, I guess, it's a spinoff from Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, the movies. Which, did you guys see those movies?
I enjoyed
I
them.
never did.
Me too.
I like the first
Yeah.
one more than the second one, but they were good. They were movies.
Who's the actor, the main actor in that? The guy, the
Yeah,
I
Human.
don't know, but I
Or
like
something.
him. No, well, he's the bad guy. You're talking about the not the bad guy. The one
Marston.
Sonic
Is that his
lives
name?
with?
Marston?
What's his name?
I think it's Marston.
I never. He's in a lot of movies randomly. He's like a.
Yes.
He's always a James Marsden. Thank you, Travis.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I like
like
He's
him.
he's
Yeah.
Cyclops, X-Men.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And now he's
Not the best
the
X-Men movies, but
and now he's the human in Sonic the Hedgehog, which is great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed those, but they were so successful. They're doing a spin-off based around Knuckles, who is coming in, and
is
Christopher
it
Lloyd.
Idris Elba? He's
Yeah.
the one who plays Knuckles? Really? I didn't know
Mhm,
that.
mhm.
Cool.
Well, at the very tail end of Sonic 2, there was a tease for about Sonic 3, and it had Knuckles in it, and Idris Elba, said a line or two, and it was like, oh shit, that's awesome. But now they're
Well,
going to be
wait. No,
Yes.
Knuckles is in the second movie. Like
Is
it's
he?
all about.
Oh,
him.
that's right. That's right. I'm sorry. I was thinking at the end of Sonic 1. Sorry. You are correct. I apologize. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking of the end of Sonic 1 and how they ended Sonic 3. I don't quite remember how they ended Sonic 3, but I remember I
don't
want to see
remember.
Sonic 3. But
They
So
made
they're
a
doing-
third one.
no, they're going to be making a third
Oh, I
one.
was gonna say, like, where have I been? I haven't even watched the first two yet.
Yeah, the third one is which is currently slated for December 20th, 2024. But in the meantime, they are putting together a pretty good list of stars,
That's
I guess.
huge A-list. Look at those names.
I don't know who is Carrie.
How dare you? That is Robin Hood from Men in Tights. You take that back, good sir.
No, Robin Hood for Men in Tights.
Yeah,
Robin Hood, Men
Princess
in
Bride.
Tights.
Oh, okay.
How
Yeah.
dare you? He's the mayor in Stranger Things.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say that's what I was wondering.
Okay, not Robin Hood, Men in Tights. My disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined. Carry on, whatever.
Good. I hope
Wow.
I hurt your psyche. That's good.
Yeah.
Then we got Christopher Lloyd, which he's 84 years old, as was pointed out by Krabs in the chat. 84-year-old Christopher Lloyd is in this. And
Crazy.
when you have an actor who is, I don't know, getting up in age, how many seasons do you really think you have?
Well, he could just be in the first season. Like he might not be a main character. In the first season, he could be the bad guy or something.
He might not even be an actual like every single episode. He might just be like a reoccurring character for like 2-3 episodes in a season.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, maybe he's like a wise old scientist
star,
or something,
yeah.
whatever. But the show itself is built around. It says it takes place between Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and 3. And here's the live action series will follow Knuckles on a journey of self-discovery as he agrees to train Wade as his protege and teach him the way of the Echidna warrior.
Wait, Wade the human?
I think that's
James
right.
Marsden?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What?
Huh?
I don't know.
All right.
That was his name. No. Wade is okay. This is Wade. Hold on.
Well,
Wade
who's Wade?
Wade is the cop
Why is Wade?
for the movie.
That's even worse.
It's it is kind of weird. But all right.
What?
I mean, I can't imagine they'd get like James Marsden
Why?
to do it, but
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, that's cool.
But gotta be honest, I'm still up for it.
Is the writer's strike still going on?
Yeah,
that would explain
didn't
some
they find
things.
an amicable decision for the strike going on?
Who
I could have
knows?
sworn I saw that the other day where like they were figuring out some type of deal.
Well,
Who cares?
yeah,
Well, I
who
mean,
gives a
it was
damn?
answering your question, so I guess you cared.
It was rhetorical.
Well, fine, Adam. I won't supply you with the information you have asked for.
I wasn't really
the
asking.
writers. The Guild of America reaches tentative deal as writer's strike goes on. But
Now, who
that
actually
was 2
does
weeks
care
ago
though?
now.
I mean, well, if you're going to ask for these movies and shows, when are they going to come out? I guess the answer is the strike still going on? Therefore, you kind of do care.
Oh my gosh.
Got him.
Way to go, Blabs. Get him in the corner.
Wow.
Beat him with a bar of
Yeah.
soap. There you go.
Yeah.
Golly.
Pat yourself on the back. You did a great job there, Blabs.
Thanks.
Oh my god. You know what's funny is
Nice.
Doc Brown was seen as like the old guy in 1985.
I know.
I know. Crazy, right?
And it's like 40 years later.
Every time
Oh my
I
God.
see him, I think the same thing. I'm like, how is he still the same age? Like,
Yeah.
no. That's his thing. He's
Have you
the
guys
crazy
ever
old
seen,
guy.
NCIS? He guest starred on an episode of NCIS a couple of years ago, and he was phenomenal.
The
on
original
that.
NCIS?
No, the one with Mark Hamill that started in like 2005 or something like that. It's still going.
Isn't that NCIS? Like nothing
Well, yeah,
after
I
it?
thought you meant like a
NCIS?
reboot or something. I'm like, I don't know if that was ever a reboot. Not LA
I
or
don't
New
think so.
Orleans or any of that. It's just actual NCIS.
Yeah, so just NCIS.
Yes.
Great show. Like that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, I didn't really like how they changed it, all the characters and all that, but whatever. Anyway, he was on it a couple years ago, and he was really good.
You know
he
what?
Was like
So go ahead, finish up.
he was a war veteran from Pearl Harbor, and he was so great in that episode. Like phenomenal.
I do
acting.
like him. I do like him.
Yeah, no,
Fez
he's
did a
great.
good job of replacing Tony, but the
Did.
girl in the mass spectrometer,
Bishop, who
whatever.
replaced Ziva.
Yeah. No, not
She's
Ziva.
alright.
No. What, the blonde? No, she's all right.
Yeah, the blonde
The-
chick
no.
who replaced Ziva. She was okay. I didn't
No, the
like her
goth
first,
girl.
But she got better.
The goth
Abby.
girl. Yeah,
Abby.
Abby. I
Yeah, she was
miss Abby.
great. Yeah.
I missed Abby. And
they
also the
replaced her with
doctor.
This chick named Casey in it.
It's just not the
Boring.
same.
It's
a
not
different
the same.
show.
Craig's like, what the fuck just happened?
No, I was
NCIS, man. It's a good show. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm continuing on with just the line of thought, going back to Christopher Lloyd.
Oh,
So
he's still there.
Christopher Lloyd, when he was in Back to the Future in 1985, he looked like this. How old was Christopher Lloyd in 1985?
I don't know. Wasn't like 40?
I guess-
It's just a lot of makeup.
I guess like in his 50s, like early 50s, late
46.
40s?
Wow.
He's 46 there.
Yes, 46.
So
And this-
is his hair just naturally white?
I don't know, but the fact that, like, I mean, he's supposed to be, I would guess, in his 60s or 70s in the movie, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
But it's
probably.
amazing.
He's only
Wow.
he's only like 7 years older than me in this picture.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Holy crap.
Anyways, I know. I never even thought about that, but I just started doing the math in my head, and I was like, oh my God. Like,
Someone says Benjamin Button syndrome. Well, I don't know if it would
Well,
be
he'd be-
Benjamin Button.
He's
But-
looking old though now.
Yeah.
He is looking old for sure. All right.
Good
And
for him. He's got a great career though for everything that he's done.
Dick Rule says Patrick Stewart was in his 40s when the Next Generation started. Right, man.
That's crazy too.
That's crazy. How old was he in
as
Fester?
Well, Fester was in the 90s.
Yeah,
Adam's family. So
Adam Sandler came after.
like what? Like 20 years difference? Not even. So he's
All
probably
right.
what, 50, 60.
Yeah.
Man, amazing stuff. Seriously, what a career.
Right?
Amazing. All right, let's go into our next story here. We've talked about Overwatch 2 on the channel, how they dumped all the single player, PvE stuff, and that's what everyone was super excited about with Overwatch 2. That's essentially why Overwatch 2 existed, right? Was the idea that they're gonna flesh out the story and everything, and then they're like, oh, no, we're not doing it good, and we're just gonna drop it. Well, apparently they're bringing it back, but they've managed to piss off the world as they have confirmed Overwatch 2 story missions will set you back $15 after buying the game.
Wow.
So here we are.
Wow.
That's
What?
where we're at. Mhm.
So you get Overwatch 2. Fuck you if you played Overwatch 1 and all the shit that you played. You don't get that anymore. It's only Overwatch 2. Now that the Overwatch 2 is going to have PvE, guys, no worries. Yeah, come on over and buy Overwatch 2. Oh, wait, never mind. We're not going to do that. But if you do want it, you got to spend more money. Wow. I'm just
Yeah, it's
working
amazing.
it through in my head. So that's
Wow.
basically what just happened, right? Wow.
Wait, you have to pay for Overwatch in the first place?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So obviously people are not happy. They found this, the singular tweet, but it's like the whole reason for Overwatch 2 was PvE. Then months they scrapped it all. Now they're trying to sell it to you for $15 as seasonal content. Shit is staying uninstalled. Good Lord. And it's like, wow, that is amazing. Amazing to see.
It'll be
just how
interesting to see their sales, how they do. If they do well at all.
they're gonna kill it. They're gonna
Probably.
kill it, and that's the thing. Like everyone's going, "Whoa, I hate this game." And people are gonna go, just fork over
Chat's
that
saying
money.
Overwatch 2 is free to play.
Is it? Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was gonna say, no way.
Thank you, Myth Bro. Appreciate that. But I don't know. It's just kind of amazing. That was the whole idea of getting Overwatch 2 to begin with. So, all right, let's go to our next story here, and we have our title and our thumbnail today, built around Disney Jr Ariel animated series coming to Disney TV in 2024. The transition has begun. Ariel will be black.
It's not even
I
like
mean,
a
I thought
good
that was already
animation.
established now.
So here's my thing about this. And I went through and I read the story, and I was kind of on the fence about doing the story because it's like, I don't really care. I could care less. I could care.
Same.
These are fictional characters. You see some people like, the race swapping of Disney. I legitimately, I don't care. I really don't. If they want to make her black, green, red, yellow, alien, I don't care. Right. What I care about though, is if they're in on it or not. Right. If you want to make an Ariel movie with a black Ariel, awesome. Right. If you want to make a Little Mermaid show, that's fine. When do you make the move with all the theme park rides? Right. When do you make the move with all the merchandise?
The Disney cast. You know how there's there's actual Ariel walking around and all
Right.
that.
Like if you're
What
gonna
happens
do
to
it,
those I always wonder whatever happened to those actors and actresses. Like, do they get replaced because they have the wrong skin color? Do they have both of them? Like, how does that work? Do they phase one out?
Starbucks just got sued for like $15 million
I saw that.
because they fired a
27
woman
million, I
for
think it
being
was.
white.
Yeah.
Well, 27 million. Good
Yeah.
for
But like
Starbucks.
I said, I don't care. I legitimately don't care at all. But I went through and I was watching this. And by the way, I also find it funny that they didn't change the look of what's this guy's name? Flounder?
Flounder.
Right? They didn't change the look of Flounder to reflect
Yeah, so he looks very classic. And she
Right,
looks
right.
very... Honestly, it's horrible animation. I'm not going to lie. They could have done so much better. It's Disney.
well,
They have
that-
Pixar and everything.
Subarashi Time says Brat style. Yeah, it looks like a Brat style, dude.
Yeah.
See it?
right.
It's
So,
funny, dude.
This is the only reason why I wanted to talk about this. So this is from the A.O. Davis, president of Disney Branded Television. It says, for more than 30 years, the story of The Little Mermaid has been beloved by audiences all over the world. It's a great sentence. Absolutely. It brings me so much joy to be able to introduce our new Disney Junior version of Ariel to preschoolers everywhere. So essentially, she says, for 30 years, everybody's loved The Little Mermaid. So we're going to change it. And it was just kind of a funny way
It's
of
just
saying
skin
that.
color. It's just skin color. It's like it's
Right.
not that big of a deal. Then why the fuck do you need to change it? What is their answer to that? What if it's not that important? If it's not important to be upset about it, then why is it important enough to change?
You know
Like,
what's really funny is that
which
my
is it?
friend actually went to Disney the other day, and she has a little daughter, and she showed her daughter a shirt of the new Ariel, and she was like, "Who is this?" And she's like, "I don't know." Then she went and pointed to like an animation of Ariel, like another item at the Disney, like at the parks, and she's like, "Who's this?" And she's like, "That's Ariel, Little Mermaid." So kids know the real Ariel. They do not know this
You
new
mean-
one. You're not gonna go. It's not gonna go well for you, Disney. Why do you keep fucking it up and changing shit? Leave it
He is
alone.
You mean they've been conditioned, Blabs? They've been
Racist little
conditioned.
things from the start.
That's right.
Baby bigots.
Babies.
You know, I see people talking about the art style of this, and the reality is that this is the art style that you see on pretty much all Disney Junior shows. They all have the giant eyes. You know, this is definitely not an uncommon look. As
Look into my eyes. Let me
So.
indoctrinate you.
Mhm.
but I found that kind of interesting. You know, like I said,
Yeah.
I could care less. I don't care what. Like there was one of my favorite shows that my kids watched, and you guys have probably never even heard of this show. There was a show called Elena of Avalor, and Elena of Avalor is a Disney Plus show or Disney Junior show, which is built around like Middle Eastern culture, right?
Hmm.
And it's like they're princesses, and you know it's still princesses and princes and adventure and stuff. But my kids, they don't care about the race of a character. They don't care, you know, like
Kids don't.
Nope.
They
nobody
need to
does.
be taught that.
Yes,
Whoa,
yes.
whoa. That's not a true statement. There are plenty of people who care about skin color. And it's sad that it seems more than ever now than it was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I don't think people really cared about skin color. It wasn't a big deal. When I was growing up, like in the 90s, when I was in high school, 2000, I went to school outside Philadelphia. My high school was freaking all sorts of different colors, and no one gave a shit, dude. Like that wasn't it. There was each clique. It was not about skin colors sticking together. It was the jocks, the nerds, the I don't know, whatever, the athletes. Everyone, all the different people, kind of grouped together based on what they did as people. The character of the person that they are, not the skin color. Like,
Lonely Goomba
why are we doing that?
says the thing is not caring about skin color is seen as problematic now. Yeah, it's called being racist.
Yeah, you must be racist. I'm sorry, anti-racist. But that means you have to focus on skin color, thus making you racist. It's
crazy.
weird, man.
Yeah,
I don't understand the logic behind these.
My real
people's-
life boss is like that. She's like, I'm an anti-racist. I'm like, okay.
What the fuck does that mean? Well, that
Yeah.
means when I see a black man, I make sure to go out of my way to say hello to him and apologize for being
She
white.
does.
Like,
She literally called herself a cis
Wow.
white woman in a meeting. I heard her. I was like, oh.
Did you say
Yes.
that's a slur?
welcome to the meeting. I would first like to apologize for being a
My
cis
skin
white
color.
man. Like, ooh.
Yeah. Yep.
Why?
Oh,
What
you
did you
hurt me.
do to other people that you need to apologize for? Because I've never owned slaves. I don't know about you guys. I've never owned
No,
slaves.
I've never.
I don't plan on owning slaves. I don't want to own slaves. So yeah, I'm not gonna apologize for some shit that went down and that is still going down today that none of these people care about. There's 50 million
Exactly.
slaves on this planet. Who talks about that? Nobody. Well, actually I do. And some other people that are in my circle.
Right.
Because it's a harsh reality that no one. I want reparations for what? For what? The fuck did you have to deal with slavery? You didn't. Everyone's family lineage, all the way throughout the history of time, was probably a fucking slave at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sorry, you got
Crazy
me
shit.
ranting.
Clown
You got me
world.
ranting, man. I'm done. Take the mic from me.
No, it's good. Well, let's read off a few super chats real quick. As you know, I think this is interesting. I see. I don't know if there's a parody. I think this may be a parody count, but like we see Jade in the chat, just kind of like laughing. Jade's been active and kind of going back and forth. And Jade, if you have a dissenting viewpoint, you're always welcome here. But just
I just
talk
thought it
through
was
it.
a troll.
I don't know. I don't know if it is or not because I can't tell if troll.
I can't
if
believe you
they're-
actually called it any attention to that person at all.
Well, let me tell you why.
Come on, man.
Because I don't know if they're that ridiculous or not. I'm not quite sure. That's why I'm not sure if it's a troll or if it's real. You know what I mean? And that's where we're at. We're like they're so ridiculous. But either way, Sal came in and says the reason why Disney changing the skin color is for ESG.
Mm-hmm.
The same Disney that filmed Mulan next to a concentration camp. Disney is all about that money.
That's what I said earlier.
Kyle
About
says,
that.
Eric July says culture is downstream to politics. I don't disagree.
I said that earlier also. Nailing it.
Sal says, if you think Disney cares about you, you're delusional.
Damn it,
agreed.
I didn't say that earlier.
You are.
that's a good
Sal's
one.
on fire. Jonathan says, Lloyd is Dr. Brown, Master Xehanort, I don't know, from Kingdom Hearts, and hopefully Gerald Robotnik for Sonic 3. Hope the writers watch the Japan Sonic X for Shadow. Okay. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate that. I didn't know that about that. He was in Kingdom Hearts.
Did you see the new Sonic game that's coming out?
Yeah, it looks great. Looks very cool.
Did we talk about that on the show?
We did.
Briefly,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I think that was the day you weren't on.
Okay, good.
Don says, I wouldn't trust Disney to tell me how their day went, let alone tell me a good story anymore. Completely inept at their jobs.
Yep.
Well established, yes. All right. There we go. Let's move on to our let's see. I think is that all the gaming news we have? Yeah, it is all the gaming news we have. All right. So I'll tell you what, we have a brand new segment to keep it into the gaming space. And this is a segment that Adam doesn't know that he has a brand new segment that we're introducing today. And it's simply called Adam's 2-minute review. Adam, you want me to
So
I want
wait,
to point out
I'm-
that this was my idea. Just
hold
saying.
on. I'm limited to just 2 minutes? That's a
Yep.
lot of
You've
pressure,
been
man.
limited.
Yes.
Wait,
Absolutely.
I don't like this. What the fuck?
No, that's the idea.
You just put me in a box.
Yep, I did.
Yeah,
Sure did. Yep,
Nobody
100%.
puts Adam in the box but Adam.
Well,
Actually,
fuck.
technically, you did, Blabs. It was your
I
idea,
know.
remember?
It
So,
was
Blabs,
my
I have
idea.
you to blame?
Actually, no. The 2-minute section. It was my idea.
Come on.
All right, you got Adam. You got 2 minutes to review Final Fantasy 16 demo
Fuck.
in 3, 2, 1, go.
Do I not get full screen?
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go.
So last night I booted up my PS5 for the first time in months. It was gathering dust. I dusted it off, downloaded the demo, and played Final Fantasy 16. I've always been a Final Fantasy fan for a long time. Final Fantasy Tactics is my favorite, so playing a new game from Square Enix. It always has some hype to it. Well, I started it, and after I got through the hours, it seemed, of cutscenes, which actually introduced the story actually very well. I enjoyed. I started to learn who the characters were when I started actually getting into the gameplay. But speaking of gameplay, it was a lot of fun. They have been doing this new action-style RPG instead of the classic turn-based shooter, or turn-based RPGs, and I've grown to like it. Crisis Core was a lot of fun. Final Fantasy Remake, the gameplay was a lot of fun, although the story is a different story. But overall, I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm very hyped to play the game. When the demo ended, it had me wanting to go, I want to keep playing, which I think is the best thing a demo can do. Instead of going like, okay, cool, that's what the game is. This actually had me going, I really want to know two things. How the story continues, because all those cutscenes, I was really interested to know how it continued on. And it also had some of the most epic battles between the icons, as they call them, although the classic summons, it was Shiva versus Titan in the beginning, then there was Phoenix versus Ifrit, and you actually got to play as Phoenix. It was awesome. It was a huge battle, an aerial battle falling down. Kind of felt like the Balrog, I think it's a Balrog versus Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. It was a freaking epic scene, and I really enjoyed the demo. So highly suggest, if you have the PS5, to go check out the Final Fantasy 16 demo.
Wow, you nailed it. Adam's 2-minute review.
How long was that?
That was 1 minute and 58 seconds. You nailed it, dude. Nailed it.
I was like trying to rush through. I was like, I gotta get it all out. What did I miss? I gotta just say it all.
But that was really good. It was concise and like
yes.
It was actually.
I didn't prepare that at all either. That was all just.
You're welcome.
Excellent.
You're welcome.
That's exactly. That was perfect. Way to go. I love it. I
feel like there needs to be a little clock in the corner, a little countdown.
I agree.
No, because
that I can't see.
Everything.
I felt the pressure, Blabs. It's your fault. It's already there.
You're welcome.
Love it. That's great stuff. Very good. Very nice. All right. So, Blabs, do you want to talk about what you were excited about today? By the way, I really appreciate that you guys came in with stuff you wanted to talk about today. I love when we there's just what Blabs
try to do that every day.
I agree. I love it. I love it. But Blabs in particular was like, I want to talk about this today. And Blabs was like super passionate.
I was even wearing this shirt and I actually didn't even plan it. Guess what, guys? We're talking about Harry Potter. I know, big shocker. But
that is a pretty cool shirt.
Thank you. It's based off the US edition of Harry Potter.
Because
someone actually asked. Someone actually asked if you had a stain on your shirt.
Yeah, I know, because the yellow's kind of a bit faded, but
it's a little stainy
on camera. In real life, it actually, you can see it perfectly fine.
You know what you should do? You should get a fabric pen, like a permanent marker fabric pen that maybe matches the collar, and then just do an outline.
I won't wreck my shirt.
What do you mean wreck it?
Well, it's me coloring on it. It's called wrecking.
Oh,
I can't
you would wreck it. Okay, never mind. Hey, just throwing it out there.
Oh, I'm not an illustrator or a designer. I do stick figures.
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that.
What are you so excited about?
Right. So in Tokyo, guys, today, because they're ahead of us, it's the 16th there. They're opening up for the very first time ever a studio tour of Harry Potter in Tokyo, Japan, which is pretty awesome. It is going to be the largest Harry Potter store because they have a store there in the world. So in New York City, there was a specific exclusive Harry Potter flagship store, and that was massive. And this is going to be even bigger than that one that has like 2 or 3 floors, which is crazy to think. And this has like all the reproductions from the sets, so the props, the costumes, how things were made, nothing with CGI, all the real items that they use. It's just mind blowing. And if you look right there, that's the Ministry of Magic, and that's exclusive to Tokyo. So they recreate all the scenes and sets from Harry Potter back in the day, and they just moved it to Tokyo. And there it is. And I want to go so bad because I've never even gone to the original one that's in the United Kingdom that opened up in 2012. It's been a whole decade. I have not gone. But it's just mind-blowing. You can actually walk on set and just see everything. And they had some really great costumes. I don't even know why they never won awards for it back in the day. But look at this. That's Tom Felton. He played Draco Malfoy. You can actually see the size of him as a kid and now as he's 35 years old. wandering around. And there's just so much detail. It's just impressive. Like these are actually from the sets that they recreated. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped about it. I don't know how crazy you guys are about it, but for me, I'm just like, whoa. And like he's actually getting emotional seeing everything. Like, wow, you know, he grew up on set as a teenager and everything, and now he's like, holy shit, this is real. So
I love how excited.
And there's some Fantastic Beast stuff there too.
Oh, I love how excited you are for it. I think my wife would get stoked for this.
Out.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and that's coming in Japan. And on top of that, you obviously there's a lot of like Harry Potter like theme parks or themed places to go. Obviously, Universal in LA and now Orlando. You said London and now Japan.
Yeah,
they said
so
Tokyo.
They have Universal Studios in Florida and California. The California one is like half the size of Florida. Florida is the original one anyway. Then they also have Universal Studios in Japan too, so you could do like both of them now. And then they have the shop in New York City. You know, they have Leaves and Studios, which is the original tour in the United Kingdom. And then they have the exhibitions that actually travel all over the world with like some of the props and costumes that you can actually see. And they have like these little activities you can do. It's a lot of stuff that's coming up. And, you know, with the new show coming out, you know, they got to build up a lot more hype. I don't know what they're doing with the Fantastic Beasts series. I think that's dead. They're supposed to be 5 and they only made 3 and they haven't done well. So I think they're just like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I love it.
It looks like it's a museum also.
It kind of is, yes. Because you can actually go and like learn about how things were made, how the practical effects work, things like that, you know, like what they use for like troll burgers and stuff like that. Like it's the craziest specific things, you know, the robots for the creatures, because some of them were like actually like mechanical. It's wild. And there's so much prop and detail that were put into these movies that it's always never ending, the details.
So he was getting pretty emotional going through this, huh?
Yeah, look at him, because he's like, wow, it's like just like being back on set, because they recreate it like inch by inch to look exactly like it was in the movies.
Neat. That's also kind of like why it's exciting to go to, you know, Super Nintendo World, because that's how we see it. You know, it's the recreation of this fictional world, which makes it exciting. So, yeah, cool. I like it. I love how passionate you are about it, Blabs, and you are definitely our Resident Evil. Our Harry Potter.
I am evil. Thank you.
All right. Hey, maybe one day, Blabs, we'll be able to send you out to Japan.
On my bucket list for Tokyo one day.
All right, let's get to some fun news. We used to call this like the side scroll.
What do you mean?
For everyone, though, Blabs.
For everybody. All right.
All right.
All right.
I don't care about Harry Potter, though. You know that, right?
I know.
And that's okay. Do you guys want to get into conspiracy land, or do you want to go into just like the stupidest lady I've ever seen ever?
I want to see the stupidest lady. I saw the thumbnail option, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
All right. Okay. Look, we're going to play a little multiple choice.
Yes.
And all right. She was the first out, so we get to go. Okay. So we have this lady here. She is, and Adam, you're going to play multiple choice. You get to choose what's going on here.
I've seen this video.
Oh, you have? Okay, so you know what's going to happen. Okay, then Blabs, you get to play multiple choice. We have a lady who has hooked up, it looks like an ear of corn to a drill of some sort. Okay? All right. I will give you, and you'll see she's going to set it up, ready to go. Blabs, what do you think the end result will be?
Oh, she's going to lose her teeth. Or it's going to smack her in the nose and she breaks her nose or something.
See, that was my first thought too, was she'll definitely lose her teeth at some point. Something will get knocked out. Well, let's just go and see.
Maybe her hair gets caught in the drill. It's like right there.
Yes, let's find out. Here we are. And then that thing is going, by the way. She's got that thing moving.
Oh, no, it's her hair.
Here it is. Here comes the hair. Uh-oh, the hair gets caught.
I don't even like watching this shit.
And look at how much hair. Look at her hair. You see how much hair gets taken off? Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Burn too. That just got yanked off.
Yeah, that looks painful.
Absolutely, it does. You can see it actually kind of starts to bleed almost immediately as she realizes like what she's done just for making this stupid viral video. And I'm sorry, just, like it just. You can see the point of extraction right here. Just yoink. Uh-oh. And she goes, oh, no. Uh-oh. And all of a sudden she has a head like mine. Except she doesn't have to shave it. So congratulations to lady. The dumbest lady on earth. That's all. I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't like watching people get hurt.
Oh man, you know,
It gives
said
Craig
Yeah, we
happiness.
talk about it.
it really does. I love it
I'm just not a fan.
All right.
Like, yeah, she's an idiot, but
Yeah.
I still
But
don't want to see it.
it goes back to the idea of like, I got to make a viral video. This will be really funny. I got to impress my friends. Yoink, hair off. All right, let's go to Denver. All right,
Okay.
and I'm sure that Adam can tell us all about the Denver International Airport. Would you like to
Oh
fill
man,
us
are we
in?
doing that?
Yeah, we are.
Oh shit.
All
Have you guys
right,
heard about this before? Have you heard about the
No,
Denver
only until you
airport?
sent it to us this morning, but I didn't look at it because I like the live reaction.
All right, wait. Don't show that thing I posted
I won't.
yet.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Let me actually see if I can like find.
And while we do this, I'm going to read off a few Rumble rants. Thank you guys very much for your support. Dude says, playing catch up with my rants. Adam has post-tim stress disorder. He followed up with his Sonic spinoff, focusing on the lovable idiot Wade with the socially inept Knuckles. Sign me up. One more time says, modern Hollywood blackwashing is only made worse when you realize they do it mainly to gingers. Also, if they are dyslexic. Then Pepe Pan came in with the one says, funny people defend Universal. They are the same as Disney. June 8th had an all-age drag show for kids. Got to jump on stuff like Ripa. Screw the rest. They're all terrible and grooming.
Yeah.
All right. Adam, are you ready?
Yeah. So I just quickly found a website. I'm sharing it right now. So this is some of the myths and legends behind the Denver International Airport. Now, if you don't know about the Denver International Airport, it's got all sorts of just weird shit in it, man. See if you can find a picture. Well, I'm going to read some of this stuff. See if you can find a picture of the mural.
Mm-hmm.
There's just do Denver Airport mural and see if you
it.
can find some weird shit. All right, so the first one is secret societies. One of the most pervasive legends about the airport is that it was built by members of a secret society. Which secret society? Well, that depends on who you ask. But believers variously point to the Freemasons, one of the world's oldest secular fraternal organizations dating back to the stonemasons lodges of the 14th century. The Illuminati, a short-lived Enlightenment era secret society that some insist is still active. Or the New World Order, an alleged cabal of global elites conspiring to overthrow existing governments and rule the world. Or perhaps all of the above, since the three groups are often said to be linked. The most persuasive piece of evidence for this theory is the dedication capstone at the airport's south entrance dated March 19th, 1994. Sealed beneath the stone is a time capsule containing messages and memorabilia to the people of Colorado in 2094. The granite marker depicts the square and compasses symbol of the Freemasons and the names of two grand lodges and their grandmasters. Okay, is this the what you're actually seeing? This is above.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So that's the capstone above it. Cool. All right, next is the underground bunkers and endless tunnels and a visit from the lizard people. Another related legend is that there are miles of underground tunnels and layer upon layer of secret buildings and bunkers beneath the airport, which the members of the aforementioned secret societies plan to use to ride out the coming apocalypse. Some claim there's a tunnel that runs all the way from Denver to the North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, which is located 100 miles away near Colorado Springs. That's a lot of underground tunnels.
Yeah.
And you can see some of them here. I mean, they actually are down there. Others suggest that the underground layer may be home to something more supernatural, like extraterrestrials or lizard people. Though after Jordan Peele's 2019 horror film Us premiered, some even posited that the tunnels beneath the airport could house a community of murderous doppelgangers ready to rise from under the earth to take over the surface. Okay, there's more, but I'm just gonna keep going. All right, now we got the apocalyptic artwork. While many of Denver's supposed secrets are encased in granite or buried deep underground, others are right out in the open for all to see. Two pieces of art in particular have drawn plenty of interest. A pair of 28-foot wide murals by artist Leo Tangamura. Oh yeah, these are fucking weird, man. If you guys haven't seen this, do the one on the either top right or top left. That kind of shows the full. There's one of them. I think the other one's on the top left. Do the one on the top left. I think that's the classic one. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, I'll read about them while you're kind of showing us different ones.
Mhm.
One section of Children of the World Dream of Peace shows scenes of war and death, anchored by a gas mask wielding soldier, both a sword and a machine gun, while the others depict happy children from around the globe dressed in colorful traditional clothing and laying down their weapons beneath a rainbow of peace. Similarly, one section of In Peace and Harmony with Nature shows children mourning the death of 3 women and the extinction of numerous animals as the environment burns in the background, while the other section of the mural illustrates the children of the world coming together to rehabilitate and celebrate nature. The pieces purportedly express the artist's hopeful desire for the people of the world to live in peace with one another and in harmony with nature. Others have been more focused on the anti-themes of war, death, pollution, environmental destruction, even claiming that artworks contain clues and messages about the apocalypse and the inevitable rise of totalitarian world government.
So, with all that said,
There's a lot more. There's
there's a
I don't
lot
want to
here.
go over it.
Right. There's a lot here. So there's a lot of people who have who there's a lot of conspiracies around the Denver International Airport. I think it's important
There's
to
even
kind
more.
of
I'm skipping half of this shit.
right, just to lay the groundwork for it. So there was a news story that came out. This is actually 4 years old. Did you know this, Adam?
No, I just saw it and I was like, you know what? We haven't talked about the Denver airport. It's kind of a cool conversation.
So they have actually gone in and they have added a talking gargoyle to kind of poke fun at some of these things. And so I want to pull up this video and we'll kind of watch this together. And here's a video of the chatty gargoyle. Let's watch this.
That's Lucifer. That horse. That horse that it just showed, they named it Lucifer. Yeah, that.
God, that's terrifying.
Scary.
That's on this list. It's a cursed horse. Yeah, it's 32 feet tall.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
That's
massive.
huge.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and watch this real quick.
That's a little too close for comfort, lady.
Oh, damn.
What, you never seen a talking gargoyle before? Welcome to Illuminati headquarters. I mean, Denver International Airport.
So they added
That's
this little
terrifying.
talking gargoyle, and this is obviously like a publicity stunt to put together. Once again, paid for by tax dollars, to kind of poke fun at the idea of this being the Illuminati headquarters and all the conspiracy theories around it. But the video is actually kind of cute. We'll watch another 20 seconds or so of it to kind of give you an idea.
This is awesome.
Hello? Do I know you?
Are you hungry?
Oh, I'm starving. You got anything for me? Those flowers look delicious.
Oh, it's because of the conspiracy.
Oh, it's because of the conspiracy. Look at me. I'm a little know-it-all. Will you get back over here? I got a question about this conspiracy. Did you have to buy an extra seat for your hat, sir? Sir?
So that's kind of the idea.
That's
is they go
funny,
in and
though.
they're kind of giggling at it.
What an awesome job to be the person that like watches the little camera and speaks as the gargoyle, because that's obviously what it is.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
pretty badass.
Right. But it's funny to look at the top comment down here. It says, so the strategy of the Denver airport is to embrace the conspiracy thing, and in doing so, they minimize the issue and mock those that think something weird is behind or under the airport. Good strategy, right?
Yeah.
The idea
True.
of like of them going like, no, we're not weird. You're weird. You guys are cuckoo, and here's a gargoyle that talks. So
Well, the Georgia Guidestones, I think it was built in the 80s or maybe early 90s, something like that. It suddenly got destroyed last year. I don't know if you remember that. there's this thing about these people, well, the cabal, the people that are the conspiracy theorists believe the Denver airport was built for, Illuminati, whatever you want to call it, right? We're seeing a lot of let's just be open about what we're doing. Let's just be honest. No one's gonna believe it anyway. Who fucking cares? Let's just tell the world what our plans are. Let's have. Oh man, I was gonna go on a tangent about something, but I realized we're on YouTube and I could probably get us in trouble.
I think it's kind of funny.
I'm gonna stop there. Just roll with
good.
that. Use your imagination.
Well, let's do this. We actually have some kind of breaking news here, which is interesting. We just got
Breaking it right now. Breaking.
Yeah. It's interesting. We've talked about Twitch quite a lot.
Oh, I just saw.
And they just unveiled a new Partner Plus program. There's the Twitch Partner Program and the Partner Plus program. I don't know anything about this outside of what I'm about to read. So let's see how Twitch continues to try to strive to hold on to their streamers here. Let's see what happens here. I'm very, very intrigued by this. But anyways, let's by the way, the Denver airport thing. But have you guys done anything on the Denver airport on your show?
No.
Forbidden Frontiers? No? Oh man.
Well, we talked about it on Timcast. We did an episode on it.
Did you?
So,
all right.
A couple years ago now.
Let's go check this out. Twitch's new Partner Plus tier outlines what it takes to get higher revenue split. Okay, so going into this, just a quick recap. Twitch removed the 70-30 rev split from everybody and made it all 50-50 for all subscription revenue, where some of their top tier creators, their upper threshold or whatever, they were getting a 70-30 split. And the thought from creators was instead of bringing everybody down to a 50-50, they would bring everybody up to a 70-30. But no, they brought everybody down. So that pissed everybody off. So here we are. Let's check this out. Twitch is introducing a new Partner Plus program that gives streamers an increased 70% of their share of the subscription revenues, which Twitch is taking the 30%, the company announced Thursday. Most partner streamers receive 50% of their subscription revenues, though Twitch has negotiated 70-30 deals with some of the biggest streamers in the past, right?
Dude, this is going to be the people who don't fucking need it anyway. That's stupid.
Yeah, look at the qualifications, though.
Let's see.
Let's see if there's a...
Oh, it says it right there. Streamers will need to keep a sub count of at least 350 recurring paid subscriptions for 3 consecutive months to qualify for the program. So this is only for big streamers because 350 subs per month is a lot of freaking subs.
Yeah, it is.
Right, let's see.
So the little people get nothing out of this.
All right, as you said, 350 recurring paid subscriptions over the 3 months. That's and once again, for most streamers, for most big streamers, that's nothing at all. That'll be easy. You know, some people get that per day. Once you meet that benchmark, the execs say you'll automatically enrolled for the next 12 months, even if you dip below the subscription threshold during the 12-month period. Free subscriptions given on Amazon Prime members do not count towards qualifying. Okay, that's actually very, very big.
Yeah.
After you earn $100,000 in subscription revenues, your split will be reduced to the standard 50-50. Wait, what?
Wow.
After you earn
meet $100,000, then you get 50-50.
You've made enough. We're getting our 50-50 now.
Listen, you can find me on Kick.
Oh my gosh,
that's insane.
Insulting. Well, my first thought is the people that can easily do this, right? That can easily get 350 subs a month can very easily and probably do make more off of third-party deals. Dan is absolutely right. That's how desperation. Yep. I mean, that's how desperation. But it's like, please come back so I can continue to abuse you. Like that's basically what the sentence is. Mm-hmm. Like I want to continue abusing you on my site. Don't leave. You can have a little bit. Here's a little bit of something, but we're still gonna have you controlled. Wow.
Unafraid Zio says they had me at first, but then I get kicked in the balls. That's right. The idea of just the idea that, hey, listen, this 70-30 split, we're going to welcome everybody in. As long as you have 350 paid subscribers, hey, you're good. But as soon as you cross $100,000, by God, we're going to go back to 50-50, you fuckers. That is a great way to put it.
Insulting.
It is. It is. Like man, I'm intrigued to see what the backlash is to Twitch because who thinks this is a good idea? How do you go into a boardroom and be like, listen, we got to bring back the 70-30 split. We got to make it available for everybody. Okay, that all sounds good. But wait, hold on. Wait. As soon as they cross a certain dollar amount, we'll take it away. Genius! Like what are we doing?
Ridiculous. Why would anyone want to stay there? If the people that are making that much money off of subs, they can go somewhere else. Rumble's giving 100% of all of their memberships for the rest of the year, and then it goes to 70-30 for everyone, forever. Like that's what Rumble is. Why would anyone do that? Why would anyone stay on Twitch? I bet Rumble's already on. There it is. What do they say here?
They say competition is so healthy for creators, but Twitch still needs more because this isn't good enough. Rumble gives 100% of sub revenues for 2023.
There it is.
I'm actually very intrigued to see the response here, right here. See kind of what they're saying.
Jeremy.
What a great movie.
Right. So only partners is an L. 350 reoccurring subs. Does not include gifted is an L. Up to $100,000. So after $100,000, you take 50% again. Feels like this punishing bigger and smaller creators in different ways. I like the effort. Execution still feels off. Right. Right.
I don't like the effort. The effort is desperate
It's
and
greed.
gross.
The effort is greed.
Yes,
That's what they're doing.
it's greed. Yeah, agreed, Blabs.
Wow, that's
Ridiculous.
crazy. I
You
don't.
can find me on Kick. I'm just saying, Kick for the win, Rumble for the win.
Yeah.
They seem to be doing pretty well.
Wow. Anyways, it's just amazing to see how kind of the response to this is, and like once again, how do you go through and you come up with this idea and think that it makes sense? At all this makes sense. You would think that you'd want to continue to drive more subscribers, and the more subscribers that you have, the more revenue that you make. The platform and the creator.
Dude, all of these companies, they don't give a fuck. The people who are making the decisions, all they see are numbers on a piece of paper and going, we need these numbers to continue to go up, or our shareholders are going to get pissed. We need these numbers going up. You can't get, are we losing numbers? Well, fix it. All right, well, we have to bring it back. I don't care. Oh, all right, fine. Bring it back. But after a certain point, we get it back. And it's like, I read a statement when we were talking about this. And I don't remember who posted it, but in that statement it said this used to be a platform for the creators that really helped creators, and now it is the opposite of that. They don't give a shit about the creators. They only care. It's too big. Twitch got too big, and now they're like, we don't care. We don't care. We'll throw you a little bit of a bone. Now go sit in the fucking corner and stream on our site, and don't you talk to third parties. Because that's not allowed. They haven't taken that back yet.
No.
You can't you can't dual stream. You can't multi-stream anymore. You have to stay guaranteed in that contract of getting a 730. You can't do shit outside of Twitch. You have to go through Twitch to get any sort of a deal. That means all these big streamers aren't going to be allowed to make deals with G Fuel, Raid Shadow Legends, whatever, all the standard like gaming sponsorships. Thank you. It's freaking ridiculous, dude. No one's gonna like this. They're gonna sift through. The internet's gonna sift through that contract and be like, boop, look at this internet. Twitch is a fucking greedy asshole.
No, Mr. M in chat and YouTube has a really good slogan. Make the switch from Twitch.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Absolutely. We've done that many times for sure. The switch we made the switch to Twitch and the switch from Twitch. I can't believe it. On this note, we have a couple minutes. Did you guys see the Twitch staff member who came in to this guy Harris Heller's stream the other day?
No.
Did you guys see this bounced around? Adam?
No, I have no idea.
So this guy was talking about Twitch, and he was just kind of talking about how he doesn't agree with the changes on the platform. And the long and short of it was, I think it was like the head of marketing at Twitch came into his stream for like 10 minutes. Was like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I like
his
your
chat?
Yeah, in his chat, right? And it was like super toxic. And there's a super cut of it, which we'll just watch like a minute of it real fast.
Oh my.
And you can kind of see how it goes. This guy Seth Hendricks was in his chat. Here we go. Check this out.
I love you, but I would also love to talk to you one-on-one one time. The but is that I think you have a lot of good ideas, but you're missing so much. No is saying you're wrong about anything. Maybe, is that no one? Is that a typo? No one's saying you're wrong about anything. You just have so many assumptions that are way off. No one's saying you're wrong about anything. You just have so many assumptions that are wrong. I don't understand those two sentences going side by side. I mean, I love you guys over at Twitch. No hate over here, but we're all frustrated. And honestly, coming into a stream and saying, sorry, man, you're wrong, doesn't fix anything. I'm happy to be told I'm wrong. I'm not upset about it, but I know a lot of people making assumptions are making wrong guesses. Talk to people, be open about stuff, and fix stuff. Again, not saying you're wrong. Not saying you're wrong, but then a minute and a half ago, you said you just have so many assumptions that are way off. How do you say I'm way off, but then you say I'm not saying you're wrong? That's what that said. And I'm happy to be wrong, but if you think I'm wrong, just tell me I'm wrong. Don't tell me I'm wrong and then say I'm not saying you're wrong. Seth, I don't understand why we're having this conversation. If Twitch is trying to fix its appearance with streamers, like, you can't come into a streamer's chat, hijack their entire stream, tell them you didn't say the word wrong, but you said you're way off, which is synonymous with you're wrong, and then argue with me when I said I'm fine with being wrong. Said nobody told you you're wrong. You literally told me I was wrong.
So it continues on a little bit longer, and then he just decides to ban him. But guess what?
What do you mean?
The
Seth,
streamer
Seth got banned.
Yes, the problem is that you can't ban Twitch staff on Twitch. So he tried to ban him to be like, I'm done. But then he learned he can't ban him because he's a member of the Twitch staff.
Wow.
So it was amazing. It was amazing stuff, man. That's
What is like a search now?
Travis in the background said he talks like DSP. Nailed it, dude. Roundabout. I didn't say you were wrong. I just said
wrong.
I just said that your assumptions were way off. And it's like, okay, well, that means you think that my assumptions were wrong. So it's the same thing. Whoa. No one said that you were wrong. Literally said that you were wrong. Yes, true. You didn't literally say it. That's how you use that word, by the way, Blabs.
I literally flew here from work.
That's the incorrect way to use it. Thank you, Blabs.
I literally did.
Just stop, please.
Literally.
Oh God, why are you doing that with your voice now?
Anyway, continue.
But yes, I think we all understand what's happening here. And this latest move from Twitch, though, it just seems so stupid.
Yeah.
they can't get out of their own way. They can't do it. And that's the most fascinating thing about this, all they're doing is just brilliant marketing for Kick and Rumble and YouTube and everywhere else that is not Twitch. That's all they're doing. Just saying, hey, go ahead. Just give it a go.
There are way too many people right now that are just huffing and puffing and being like, why aren't you just accepting everything that I believe? Why not? How dare you? That's what that freaking jackass in his chat was doing. Like, you're just wrong. You don't believe what we believe. Well, why not? Why don't you just believe this shit? Why are these creators being so difficult? My goodness.
Yep.
Eat the rainbow.
They're just shooting themselves in the foot at this point.
You know what this reminds me of?
Good.
This reminds me of Disney when they took away the Fast Pass, which was one of the greatest things ever. So when you went to Disney World, you used to be able to get these things called a Fast Pass, you'd be able to get a ticket and you could come back to the line later on, just go to the front of the line, right? You get like 2 or 3 of them a day, whatever it may be. Then they took it away. People were like, what the fuck? Why'd you take away Fast Pass? This is awesome. Then like 6 months later, they brought it back. They're like, look, we got this new thing. It's called Genie Plus, and you can pay for it. And you'll get this pass that will take you to the front of the line, and it's awesome. And everyone's like, you know, oh, yay, Fast Pass is back. But they took away a free product, rebranded it, and then forced you to pay money for it, which that's what this feels like to me. And
apparently it was really shitty, the GD, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of glitches with it. I think you had to work with the app, the Disney app, and apparently it was just a whole bunch of like chaos, if I remember correctly.
I think Brad's right on this. He says, I guarantee Twitch executives have been told by Amazon executives to increase their revenue by any means necessary. And who cares if Twitch exists in 3 years? But I think you're right. I think this comes down from above, right?
That's what I was saying.
100%.
Dude, it's ESG, baby. All of the shit. All these different companies doing these crazy things that we're like, why are they doing it? It's all ESG, man. They can't function anymore if they can't access the banks. And they're being told they have to do this shit, or else they go under. If a corporation this big can't access debt, because that's how they work. They work in debt. All right? If they can't access that, they're done. They're cooked. Their business just instantly shuts down. They have to adhere to this stuff.
Travis on the back end.
It's in everywhere. Sorry.
No, you're great. Travis on the back end says Twitch generated approximately $2.8 billion in revenue in 2022.
It's never enough for these corporations.
Right.
No.
It's never
Greed.
enough. It needs to be, it has to have growth or they're failing. You know, we talked about streamers and their connection with numbers and like validation and like, is my videos doing good? We were talking about Dream the other day. These executives and these elites in the financial world, it's the same thing with growth of their companies. They have to have growth. It's a must, or else they're failing. They're not doing something right. They're not being looked at by their peers as successful anymore. Oh no, their business is failing. Oh, did you see Patrick? Yeah, he lost $1 billion so in revenue this year. Wow. Well, I was going to work with him on a project, but not anymore because he's a failure. I don't know. That's something I believe. Just thought about it right now. It might not be true.
I like your diatribes. They're fun.
Thank you.
They're great.
I roll with it.
You know what's funny though? Like I find that Amazon has decreased in customer service over the years too, which is funny because they just seem to be making so much money, yet their entire like customer service, their product basically is just shit. If you have like an issue with a return, you have to call, you have to contact, you gotta speak through machines and people who don't even speak English the first time. Like it's rough, and then everything I order off of Amazon is always damaged too, every single time. Like they just throw it in there. Or if you make a really big order, it's just everything just thrown in, no packaging whatsoever, no care. Things spill and they don't give a shit. They're like, oh, just send it back. Like, you're wasting money on this and resources if you just do it right the first time and you actually take the time. No, this stuff would happen. People just don't think. It's Amazon. Greed. Money. Sad.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep an eye on the response in this online, but I promise it's not going to be super positive. If anybody could look at this with any sort of common sense, this just doesn't make sense. A couple last Rumble rants before we go, guys. Thank you very much for those Rumble rants and your super chats. Greatly appreciated. Pepe Payne says, this is regarding the Colorado airport. It says, have a friend who's stationed at the Cheyenne Mountain. If you know, you know. The underground stuff is valid, and have seen pictures of them in them. Not all is as it seems. Keep digging, homies. All right, Pepe Payne, thank you so much. And Dude came in and says, does that 100K limit count before or after Twitch is taking its cut? That's a big difference.
Ooh, I was wondering that.
Very good question. Yeah, for sure. All right. Awesome. I think that's going to do it for today. If you guys are tuning in over on Rumble, make sure you guys hit the follow button. We're closing in on 2,000 followers over on Rumble, which is great, growing a little bit more every single day. Eventually, Rumble will overtake YouTube. It's going to happen. We're excited to be hanging out over on Rumble. We'd love to see you guys on a day-to-day basis, so make sure you guys head on over there. You guys got anything before we go?
Great job.
Good.
Yeah, follow me on Kick because Twitch sucks.
Sounds good. And Travis, we wish your tomato face better tomorrow. Sounds good. All right. Once again, coming up in about 30 minutes from now, I will be live for day 8 of me versus Mario versus the Lost Levels.
Reset.
We'll see you for
I'm
day
sorry.
9 tomorrow, too,
I thought
Craig.
I thought I muted myself before I was. No.
We got oven mitts. We got upside down goggles. We got drunk goggles. We got the whole thing going on today. All right. But today is the day. Today is the day I beat Mario the Lost Levels. We're going hard. I look forward to seeing you guys once again about 30 minutes from now. Look for the notification. I'll be live over on YouTube and on Rumble and on Twitch. Everywhere you're watching now, I will be live. Just put a little reminder in your phone to come back in about 30, maybe 45 minutes. All right. With that said, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got to go. Go get it, Diana. Thank you very much for that Rumble rant. Thank you as well. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. bright and early. And I'll see you guys in about 30 to 45 minutes for Mario the Lost Levels. Have a good day, guys.